Today everyone, I'm going to discuss about factoring. The inverse of multiplying is factoring. So in multiplication, you find the product of the given factors, while in factoring, you find the factors of the given product. Okay, so now let's talk about factoring perfect square trinomials. Okay, so let us recall how we can get the product of the square of a binomial. Okay, so in square of a binomial, we need to first square the first term. So we will having x squared. Then, we need to multiply the first term and the second term times 2. So, x times 5 is equals to 5x times 2 is equals to positive 10x. Then, the third step in square of binomial is we square the third term. So, 5 times 5 ay equal to 25. Therefore, ang ating special product or square of a binomial ng x plus 5 square ay equals to x squared plus 10x plus 25. So, itong x squared plus 10x plus 25 ay consider as perfect square trinomial. So, ibig sabihin, ang mga perfect square trinomial ay nanggaling sa square of a binomial. Okay, so in factoring perfect square trinomial, the answer or the factors are in the form of square of a binomial. As the definition of the factoring, which is the inverse of multiplying, ngayon naman, kukunin natin yung factors ng ating perfect square trinomial. So, since ito ay perfect square trinomial, ang makukuha nating sagot dito ay square of a binomial. Okay, so paano ba natin kukuhanin yung factors ng perfect square trinomial? First, we need to determine the square root of the first term and the last term or the third term. So, square root of x squared and square root of 36. Yan, na ilalagay natin dun sa ating square of a binomial. Okay, so what is the square root of x squared? So, yun ay x. Then, what is the square root of 36? Yun ay 6. Okay, so, titingnan natin kung yung nakuha nating ang square roots, kapag pinag-multiply natin at times 2, yung middle term ang sagot. So, x times 6 ay equals to 6x times 2 ay equals to 12x. Kaya ang ilalagay natin dito ay plus. Okay, so may isa pang palatandaan. Kapag yung nakikita nating sign dito sa middle term, kung anong sign ng middle term, yun ang sign ng ating square of a binomial. Okay, so therefore, ang factors ng ating perfect square trinomial ay x plus 6 squared or x plus 6 times x plus 6. Okay? Para ma-check natin kung tama yung ating answer, we will be multiplying these factors. Then, ang makukuha natin ditong sagot or product ay yung ating given. Okay. So, let's have another example. Our given is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay. So, we need to first get the square root of first term and square root of third term. Okay. So, ilalagay natin dun sa form ng ating square of a binomial. Okay, so what is the square root of x? E di x. What is the square root of 9? E di 3. Then, test natin kung kapag pinag-multiply natin tong dalawa, then times 2, 6x ang sagot. Okay, so 3 times x ay 3x times 2 ay equals to 6x. since ang ating sign ng middle term or the second term is positive, therefore positive yung ating ilalagay dun sa side ng ating square of a binomial. Kaya ang factors ng ating perfect square trinomial ay x plus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, have another example. So, x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, so we need to first get the square root of the first term and the third term. So, x squared, square root of x squared ay equal to x, and ang square root of 4 ay equals to 2. Then, check natin, 2 times x is equals to 2x times 2 ay equals to 4x. So, tama. So, since ito ay plus sign na din yung ilalagay natin. So, therefore, ang ating factors ng ating perfect square ay x plus 2 times x plus 2. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example. So, our given is x squared minus 14x plus 49. So, we need to first get the square root of first term and third term. Okay, so what is the square root of x squared? So, x. And what is the square root of 49? So, it is 7. Then, check. 7 times x times 7 ay equals to 7x times 2 ay equals to 14x. Then, ano ba yung ating sign ng second term? So, yun ay negative, kaya negative yung ating kukuhaning sign. Therefore, ang ating factors ay x minus 7 and x minus 7. Okay, so let's have another example. X squared minus 26x plus 169. Let's first determine the square root of the first term and the square root of the third term. So, what is the square root of x squared? It is x. What is the square root of 169? It is 13. Then, x times 13 ay 13x times 2 ay equals to 26x. So, ano ba yung sign ng ating middle term? So, kopyahin na lang din natin yung sign which is negative. Kaya ang factors ng ating perfect square trinomial ay x minus 13 and x minus 13. Okay, let's have another example. X squared minus 20x plus 100. So, first we need to get the square root of x squared or the first term and the third term. Okay, so what is the square root of x squared? So, it is x. What is the square root of 100? It is 10. Okay, so check. 10x times 10 ay equals to 10x times 2 ay equals to 20x. So, what is the sign of our second term? So, it is negative. That's why our factors are x minus 10 and x minus 10. To factor a perfect square trinomial, first we need to determine the square roots of the first term and the third terms. Second, if that middle term is positive, the factors are the square of the sum of the square roots. So, ibig sabihin, sign ng ating square of a binomial is positive. Second, B. So, if the middle term is negative, the factors are the square of the difference of the square roots. So, ibig sabihin naman, ang sign ng ating square of a binomial ay negative. And that's all, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye!